welcome to Science Exposed. I'm Patty.
I'm Tracy.
And we're from Praxis. And the whole subject of this show is to show people how science is really easy, fun, and hands-on. If you're young and at home wanting to do this yourself, make sure maybe you get an adult to help you, because today we are going to be doing electricity. Tons of fun, shocking if you will.
Yeah.
So electricity is a flow of electrons around a circuit, and there's lots of different circuits. There's parallel and series. You can learn about conductors and insulators, but I have a really fun thing that we can do right now. I have this little stick here. You can, it's called an energy stick. You can purchase these at a department store quite inexpensively. Hold it. So, like, does it do anything? Does it look exciting?
Kind of looks broken.
Kind of maybe. So what do you think we need to do to make this work?
Shake it.
No, shaking's not going to work. Remember, we're talking about electricity, circuits. So what?
Battery.
No, it doesn't necessarily need a battery.
A circuit, so a complete circuit.
A complete circuit. How could we make a complete circuit with this?
I don't know.
Well, how about you grab that end and I'll grab the other end? Did that work? Do you like me? You want to hold my hand? So the circuit's broken right here. We have to connect the circuit. It won't hurt you. And you can get your friends to do this. You can make a long chain, and then you can just get someone to break it. So basically, we're conducting electricity through this circuit here. Do you know how it works?
No.
So the perspiration on our hands, because I'm a little nervous. Are you? I think when I held your hand, I felt
the electricity travels through our skin and uses the moisture?
Yes, and it's a conductor. Conducts it and creates circuit. Let's try it one more time.
Water is a conductor.
Apparently you don't like me very much. So it lights it up, creates a complete circuit. So tons of fun there. Cool. You can get them anywhere. So yeah, we're all done with that. Something I thought we should make today. Now I've seen this a lot, and you can purchase it quite expensively though, but I found a way we can make this inexpensive. We're gonna make conductive dough.
So Play-Doh?
Kind of like Play-Doh, but it's gonna conduct electricity. Now, conductive dough is important in this experiment because conductors are gonna allow those electrons to flow through them, pass through them, okay? And in this experiment, a couple special ingredients are the distilled water that we have there,
okay,
and salt, which is gonna allow that flow. So we need 1.5 cups of flour.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing math today.
Oh yes, math and science are related. And I guess I should say also you need a pot to cook with, and since we're in the lab here, we don't have a stove, we're just gonna use a hot plate and you just really have to cook this up for a quick minute or so. Oh. So we're done with the flour. I need 1 cup of water. Now I'm using distilled water because it doesn't have anything in it, any impurities, any metals. Maybe there might be some minerals that might affect the conductivity, okay? So the purer the water, the better. Okay. So 1 cup.
And into the pot it goes?
Into the pot it goes. At this point, I like to color it, just so I know. And I usually use the blue for the conductive dough, just because then I know it's conductive dough. So we'll add just a couple drops, make it a pretty blue color. And we'll stir it up. While I'm stirring that up, would you like to get 1/4 cup of salt?
I would.
Right here's the salt.
There's the 1/4 cup.
So just on low, just cook it up and mix it. Perfect. We need this. This is really important. Now remember I said before the cream of tartar was also important. Now I haven't tried this, but I've been told that you could substitute twice the amount of lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
So that would be a good experiment to try too. But I know the cream of tartar works for sure, so we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of cream of tartar.
Just right here?
Yes, right in we go. Excellent. And just to make it a little more pliable, a little vegetable oil, maybe a tablespoon I think we need for that.
Go ahead and dip that in.
Oh, yeah, sure. Excellent. And like I said, we're just going to mix this up. It comes together as you heat it. You can see it starts to pull away from the edges here. It's getting nice and hot. Now, once it's done, take it off. You might have to add a little more flour. You might have to knead it in just to get the right consistency. You want it to be nice and firm. I made this earlier here, and you can feel it. It feels a lot like Play-Doh.
Oh, it totally does, yeah.
So nice and pliable. Now you should also, if you're going to do this, you need to make an insulating dough. Now insulators don't allow the electricity to flow through them, okay? So basically the only difference in the recipe is instead of using the salt, we use sugar. So just some basic white sugar here. So I don't think we need to make another one because I already have some pink insulating dough here and some white stuff as well. I've made a few. So this dough, it's resistive. Little electricity can flow through it. And it's really important when we're making our circuits.
Okay.
So I have some nice bright, colorful conductive dough there for you a little bit. We'll put this back and save it for a whole classroom because we have so much. We just have a little bit in your box there. I'd like you to take and make 2 cubes out of whatever color you want.
I can switch up the colors, hey?
Whatever you want, but 2 kind of cubes. And I'm going to show you how the electricity is actually going to flow through this dough. So just a cube. I have a green one. If you want, you can make a ball. I like to make you can make caterpillars or worms. Really cool.
The shape doesn't really matter?
The shape does not matter. This is just going to sit nice on the table for us to see here.
There's a caterpillar.
And you should have an LED light on your table there.
Do you care which one?
No, how about use the green ones there?
Okay.
Now, the LED light, I just got these at the electronics store. Very inexpensive, just a pack of them. But I do suggest you test them because some in the package, even though it was new, they just didn't light up. So, give them a little shot because nothing more frustrating when you think it's the experiment that's not working, it's just one small part. So with your electricity, definitely test your materials out before you start. So on your LED light, you have a positive and a negative. I always remember the positive is the long side. And the negative is the short side.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do here is take this, and we are going to put one end in one color of our dough, and the negative in the other. Now you might have to separate them apart. Don't let them touch.
Okay.
This is super, super important.
I'm sorry, can you tell me which one the long one goes in again?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You are free to do whatever you want.
Here we go. And the doughs can't touch either?
The doughs cannot touch at this point because they're conductive, okay? So I got this at the electronics store. It's just a battery pack, has 4 AA batteries in it. They only had 1. But I got you a 9-volt battery here and a little snap you can put on top there. You can purchase these wires with the alligator clips.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, just snap that on top
Okay.
there. Oh dear, there you are. These are very handy, the alligator clip wires. And then I just put one on each end of my wire, like this.
Oh.
So you have a couple there as well.
Okay, I get it. Does it matter which one goes to which?
Not at this point.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what I do is I take these and just stick them into the dough. Now, ideally, the red one should be positive and the black wire on your battery should be negative. So let's try to get those to match up on here.
Well, I have no idea which one's which. We're just gonna...
It takes a little experiment. Oh, mine popped out.
Light up.
It's not gonna light up. Let me test my bulb.
Aha. I win.
You win. Yours is nice and bright. I wonder if my bulb is working. Oh, do you know what? I didn't turn my power on.
That's important.
Oh, goodness, yes.
That's really neat. Oh, there we go.
Look, you just barely have to touch it. So It works.
So if I switch these around, would it still work?
We'll try and find out. No, it doesn't work because you're not getting that flow of electrons.
Because one is the, what'd you call it, resistor?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to show you why we made that insulating dough as well. It's really important, okay? So here's the white insulating dough. Just take a piece. I like to keep it white or a different color just so I know it's insulating. And what I do is I'm going to just get mine kind of flat. Make a flat little strip. Just flatten it out. It's kind of fun playing with Play-Doh. Done this in years.
I did this last week.
But first, let's stop for 1 second. If we touch our doughs together like this, with the LED light in there, and we touch the dough together, watch what happens when we try to put our electrodes in there. It does not, it's not working.
Yeah, no, I see
Right?
that.
So let's separate the dough out. Look, it works, it lights up again. But let's put this in between and watch what happens. So
This is your insulating.
yes, this is my insulating dough. So I'm just going to put it in between. Let's flatten it out. I'm going to make a butterfly.
Oh.
Look at that pretty butterfly, and let's give it an eyeball right there.
A disturbing butterfly.
And see now, they're touching. It's insulating it. See your caterpillar, or what have we got?
Why aren't they lit up right now? What did I do wrong?
Switch
Oh,
you switched your wires.
That's right, I did.
You have the wrong ends in the wrong ends.
There we go. Okay, so now touch them together. Okay.
Now put your insulating dough in there.
Okay. But I still need to.
Excellent, so it lights up. So tons of fun. Try different combinations, different size batteries if you want. You could cut out cardboard. I seen one student made a police car, snowman. You put little twig arms in there if you want. So you have tons of fun.
Yeah, you can test different conductors and
Insulators, conductors and insulators for sure.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so we're all done with the dough now. I think we should try to make some batteries out of fruit and vegetables.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just move this out of the way. So you can make circuits at home with just fruits and vegetables. Lemons are really good. I've seen people use oranges, limes, apples, tomatoes. Students love to do this as a science fair project to see how much electricity they can generate, and they'll use a multimeter like this and see how much it's conducting. You can buy these inexpensively again at the hardware store. I think I paid $9.99 for that, so really easy. Or vegetables. I've had students use potatoes, carrots, rutabagas, whatever you got lying around in the fridge will work just fine, or work just fine to try this experiment out. You're also going to need pennies or galvanized nails, the zinc ones, because we need that flow of electrons again. Or you can get, these are just strips of copper and strips of zinc. You could buy those too. An LED light again, and some of your alligator clips with wires. Again, if you can't find the alligator clips with wires, just stripped wire will work just fine.
Okay.
So take your potato.
Got it.
You need one zinc electrode and one copper. Now I like to put them fairly close together.
Okay.
Now take one wire and hook it to one electrode. We're just going to make this flow all together here.
I feel like I should use a different color.
To here.
Here?
And let's see if the light bulb lights up. Now remember, sometimes it's tricky. We might have something backwards.
The positive to the negative.
The positive and negative, and I always get confused.
You're killing me. I'm not letting you boost my car.
And there it lights up. Okay, well, that's some really fun, exciting science experiments you can do with electricity at home. So if you are looking for more information, visit our website at
www.praxismh.ca.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.